How's it going, YouTube? It's your resident Mistweaver Monk, LB Ninja 7. And guys, today's video, I want to talk about my plans for this season, The War Within Season 3. And before we get started on my plans, I do really quickly just want to fill you guys in on what my main is going to be, that whole situation, because I'm sure some of you guys are wondering. And just to put it straight out there, we did have the other monk in the guild swap off of monk, so that kind of solidified my role as the guild's monk. But then one of our tanks swapped to brewmaster, so boom, I still have a co-monk, so I'm not really tied down to playing Mistweaver Monk this season. That being said, it is just the most fun healer to me still. Until that is not true, I'm going to keep maining monk. So don't worry about that if you're wondering, like, oh my god, is it going to swap? No, I play my main, like I specify my main as the spec that I intend on taking to my mythic raids every week, and that is just going to be my Mistweaver Monk for the time being. However, I'm going to do things a little bit differently this season. You know, as the seasons have gone on, the past few, I've only played that monk, and that's basically it. But this season, I really want to have an alt. And my main goal is to have another character that I'm healing on in raids, you know, from week to week. And I debated on making a secondary monk just so I have more raid content coming in, just so I can actually plan to record or stream some raids, you know, and still have my main monk that I don't record, don't stream. That way my computer can actually process the raid at a good speed and I can heal. But I don't know. I'm just having a lot of fun, or I had a lot of fun on the PTR with Preservation Evoker in Mythic Plus. So I really want to kind of like gear up my Pres Evoker and have like a second alt, you know? Have a little fun with that. But as for my plans for the season, I still have a few videos that I'm working on to get out at the early start of the season. I'm sure you guys have noticed I have been cranking out stuff for you guys, like those quick guides. They take a long time to make. My Mistweaver guides, which by the way, you guys really have shown a lot of positive feedback on, so I really appreciate that. Put a lot of time and effort into making those as good as I hope they are, and I think you guys have said so far that they are. But after that, like after I get some of these videos out of the way, the biggest question that I get asked from season to season is, do I intend on doing the All Healers to 3K series again this season? And last season, the answer was yes, with a caveat that I was just going to be streaming it. However, this season I do plan to make that season or that series return. I will be making an All Healers to 3K series. For those that don't know or might be new to the channel, in seasons past, I've edited down all of my keys that I do on stream in a week and put them into a video to kind of catch you guys up on how much progress we've made week to week. It's a lot of fun. The series is so much fun. It's just a lot of editing time and work. So in order to make it go quicker, I do intend on starting next week. I will be streaming 4 days a week, Monday, Wednesday, Thursday, and Friday. So I'm basically just adding Thursday into the stream schedule. And then I'm going to spend Tuesday and the weekends to edit down all of that footage into those videos. So that series is going to come back. The streams will kind of amp up. That way we can speed up this series and get it over with in a reasonable pace. But yes, we're going to be pushing all the healers to 3K once again, but focusing mostly on the Mistweaver. And as you see, this is the only healer I've played up until the recording of this video. I am just going to grind out this character because once again, this is my raid main. We do Mythic Raid. I want to perform very well. I want to look, you know, presentable to my raid and grind out gear and whatnot. Now, as for the streams, I'm sure a lot of you guys have been wondering why I haven't been streaming on YouTube, and that is because this software here, Streamlabs, what I use, it just, for some reason, something recently, like in the past, like 2 months, has crapped the bed. Crapped the bed. I've been contacting Streamlabs support over and over. Why can't I stream to both YouTube and Twitch and have them both fully functional? And they cannot answer. They have dug through my reports and my logs and everything. They can't find what's causing the problem, and I've tried everything. So I am having to pick a singular streaming service, either Twitch or YouTube, to stream on, and that is why recently the streams have only been on Twitch. So if you're someone who has enjoyed watching our streams, because I know a lot of you guys watched it on YouTube, there was a very active community every single stream on YouTube that loved hanging out in our streams and that I love talking to on my streams. If you're wondering where I am just simply streaming on Twitch. Now, I know a lot of people don't like watching streams on Twitch because of all the ads. I get that. So I have turned down the ads as much as I physically can. Twitch has their baseline amount of ads that they'll run like per hour or something, but I have cranked down everything on my end so that you guys have the least amount of ads possible. So please consider coming over to our streams. Once again, Monday, Wednesday, Thursday, and Friday from 1 to 5 p.m. Central Time. We have a lot of fun. We're going to be grinding out some keys, playing a bunch of alts, having a good time, memeing on some pugs and stuff. So definitely check those streams out. Make sure you're following on Twitch. But guys, that's going to do it. I just want to do a quick update. I'm not going to make a super long 20-minute video of, oh, but then I tried this healer and I had fun, but then I tried this healer and I had fun. No. I'm maining Mistweaver Monk. I had a lot of fun as Prez. Still really enjoy Restoration Shaman, but I'm more of a fan of Chrono Warden's tier set and that playstyle. Those Living Flames just chunk, man. Farseer Shaman also chunks as well, so I'll definitely put a little bit more time into that. But once again, going to be playing all the healers this season. I really do also want to push for title. However, I kind of wanted to last season, but I kind of got bogged down with some other things, and it just fell through, and I couldn't really find a push group or something. But I'm really going to be spamming those keys, trying to get into a push group this season so I can hopefully push for title, because I think I'm capable. I just need to find a group to push with, like a steady, consistent group to slam some keys with. Hopefully some of my guildies will want to push me with me as well. But guys, that's going to do it for this video. Like I said, going to keep this one quick, just 6.5 minutes. Get you guys out of here, get you all the information. Hopefully you guys like these little info dumps. You have a lot of videos coming your way for Season 3. A lot of instructional Mistweaver content. In fact, if you guys have anything that you are specifically struggling with Mistweaver, like maybe you guys want something explained, like a certain talent or a certain interaction, leave those in the comments, because some of my best ideas come from you guys. I know I just make the video about it, but they're your ideas, and I really appreciate that. It really helps me give you the content that you want to see. But guys, make sure you comment that down below. Where do you maining this tier? Are you sticking with Mistweaver Monk? I know a lot of people are swapping off, but I think you're going to end up regretting it. It's so much fun. Like, the most fun change in the entire game right now that no one's talking about is the Vivacious change for Mistweaver. It's such a blast. Like, it's so much fun. Anyways, I'll see you guys in the next video. Until then, guys, take care.